itself. The job started out with an accident. February 2nd, 2003. The shuttle Columbia came shrieking back down to Earth. Pieces crashed down along highways, into forests, and into swimming pools. A 700-pound engine drilled itself down into the earth. Thieves on horseback roamed around the wreckage, posing as NASA scientists and picking up the pieces. And I thought, it's happening again. Our technology is just blowing up and falling back down on top of us. And then they started putting the pieces back into these big warehouses in the shape of the shuttle. And there was so much space between each piece. And I thought, when you look at something this big and this broken, where do you begin?
Well, I was lying in bed one morning trying to think of a good reason to get up, and Jerry called, and she said,
Hey, hi, how are you? How's work?
Good, you know.
Yeah, mine's okay too, you know, I'm trying to make some money, but, listen, I gotta get back to it, but I just thought I'd call and see how you are.
Okay, take care.
Alright, listen, I'll be in touch.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye now. And I hang up, and the phone rings again. And it's a man from Cleveland, and he says,
Hey, hi, how are you? Listen, I'm doing this performance series next week, and, well, I'd like you to do something in it. I mean, you can make a little money. I mean, I don't know how I feel about your work. It's kind of tried, but listen, it's just my opinion, so don't take it personally. But, anyway, I'll be in town next week, so we can, have lunch, and we can discuss a few things.
and I hang up, and the phone rings again, but I ignore it. And I go out, and I go to the gallery, and the person sitting behind the desk says,
Hey, hi, how are you?
Good.
How's work?
You know, working a bit.
Yeah, well, it's not the 60s, you know. Man, those were the days. And there's no money around now. You know, you just gotta survive, stick it out, produce the jungle out there.
And then the
You just
phone
gotta keep working.
And then the phone rings, and she says,
Excuse me. Hey, hi, how are you? Huh? Yeah, how's work? Huh? Yeah, well, not the 60s, you know. Yeah. Well, listen, I gotta go, but... Oh, yeah, lunch would be great, yeah. And next week, yeah, next week works fine, yeah. Not now, I'm very busy now, but next week works great, yeah. See ya. I'll call ya. Yeah, bye-bye. Bye now.
and I go over to the Goose for a bite, and Frank's there, and I say, Hey, hi, how are you? Okay, good, we should really get together next week sometime, you know?
Yeah. All right.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye now.
Bye-bye.
And I go to one of those incredibly awkward parties. You know, the kind where you're just sitting around and no one has any idea what to say. So it's all fast.
Hey, hi, how are you? Hey, how's work? Listen, I'm sorry that I missed your thing last week, but, we should get in touch and, like, hang out and have lunch or something, and, yeah, see you, call you, bye now.
And I'm sitting at home later that night watching TV, and the phone rings, and it's Bob, and he says,
Hey, listen, I'm doing this show on, cable TV, and it's gonna be about loneliness. You know, people in the city who, for whatever psychological, philosophical, sociological reason, just can't seem to communicate. You know? The gap. The gap. And so it'll be a talk show, and people will call in. But we will say at the beginning of each show, listen, don't call in with your personal problems, because we don't want to hear them.
and I'm lying in bed later that night, and the phone rings again, and it's Mary, and she says,
Hey, hi, how are you? Listen, Laurie, I know it's late, but I just wanted to call and see how you are. Well, I gotta go now, but listen, we should really have lunch sometime and get together and talk. But listen, Laurie, if you want to talk before then, I'll leave my answering machine on. Just give me a ring, anytime. She's a movie star.
He pretends he's a king.
She pretends she's a ballerina.
He pretends he can sing.
The lost art of conversation.
The lost art conversation.
She pretends she was naked.
He pretends he's at home.
She pretends she's a renegade.
He pretends he's alone.
The lost art of conversation.
The lost art conversation.
I pretend you love me, and you pretend you care.
I pretend I'm happy, and you pretend you're there.
The lost art of conversation.
The lost art of conversation.
Now, I've always been interested in trying to define what makes up the late 20th century American. For example, as an artist, I always thought it was my job to be a spy, to use my eyes and ears and find some of the answers. For example, I like to hang around banks of phones in airports and eavesdrop on conversations. Now, I usually travel on the same schedule as a businessman, and right after lunch, these guys call into the main office, and I just sit there by the phone and take notes for my portrait of the American salesman.
Hey, Frank. Listen, Frank, you know, I hate to say this about Brad. We both know he's got a heck of a job. Yeah, you are so right. But we both know he isn't pulling his weight. I mean, I'm not just saying